Hi, everybody. Welcome back to our channel.
Hi, I'm Susie.
And I'm Ness, and this is
Mom and Daughter Talk,
where we hope to inspire,
encourage,
and uplift your mother-daughter relationships. Thank you for joining. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe so you can be notified when new content has arrived. We release videos every Tuesday, content-wise, all that. So, today we are talking about what we've learned from each other since I've lived with her.
How long has it been?
Yeah, like
March 2020. Don't you think that's when the pandemic started?
Since this pandemic.
Yeah.
So, almost 2 years.
Wow, that went fast.
Yeah. So, what we've learned from each other, and I think it would be cool to say what we've learned about each other. Learned a lot about this woman.
Okay.
Yeah, good stuff.
Should I be scared? You said like, oh yeah, I got some juicy stuff.
Are there some scary things to learn about you?
I don't think they're too scary.
Skeletons in the closet, maybe?
No.
Then you have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
Okay. But before we start, tell the story. When we went out to eat when I came back from my trip a couple weeks ago, and we were at BJ's, just chilling, watching the game. It's like a sports bar, and it's a restaurant. And what happened?
I hope this translates well. So we're sitting, and this gentleman comes walking toward us, and he looks at me and says, "Vámonos." And I was like, I'm thinking, like, you talking to me in my head, like, "Vámonos? I don't want to go with you because I don't know you." Anyways, he got closer. He was saying, "Vámonos, vámonos." And as he got closer, come to find out he was talking to the woman next to me, which was probably his wife or something. Yeah. But I was looking at him like, why are you telling me to come with you? I'm not going with you.
And the way that she told me, she was like drinking something. She was like, "Vámonos." Like, I don't want to go with him.
And I didn't, and I won't.
Oh my gosh. So then the whole night, we had like an inside joke. Because there was this cute waiter guy. And then
she gives I bet he plays sports. I was like, what'd you ask him?
He looked buff and stuff like that. Curly hair, I love curly hair. And so she was like, why don't you ask him if he plays sports? And I was like, I'm not about to ask him nothing. The old me would, but the new me, no. And then she was like, that's somebody you'd be like, "Vámonos." Oh yeah, and then she saw a cute man come in the restaurant. She was like, turn around. She was like,
"Vámonos."
She was like,
"Va." Made me stutter.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
Anyway.
So yeah, anyway, side story. Okay, so what have you learned about me
since living with you? So kind of interesting because obviously she's my daughter, grew up together in the same house. As far as she grew up in my house. And then she went off to college. Then she lived in LA, had her full-time job. She still has the full-time job, but when the pandemic hit, they told everyone to go home and work. She didn't want to renew her lease in LA, so she was like, can I come home? So we reunited as adults, you know what I mean? So that was only 2 years ago, when she was 23.
So what have you learned from
living with you?
From me, yeah.
Okay. What I've learned is how detail-oriented you are. And like, as far as your budget, your schedule, and things like that. And I didn't realize that. Like, you walk into her room, you see a big old handwritten calendar of just different things that she needs to do and accomplish and things like that. I would never have something like that in my room.
So I'm detail oriented? I thought I wasn't.
As far as your goals, you are. Look at your calendar.
I do that out of necessity. I think I'm goal oriented because I need to be. But I don't have to be. I don't like details like that.
Oh, okay. I've just learned something new just now. I thought you were.
Yeah.
And also what I've learned from you that I like about you, one aspect is she's very true to her word. So if she says, hey, I'm going to pick you up from the airport, she'll be there at the airport. Like, I don't have to worry. Like, is she going to be 10 minutes late? Is she going to, whatever.
I'll be on time, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Timeliness is next to cleanliness.
Oh, you really jacked that up because neither one are scriptures, and it's cleanliness is next to godliness, but that's not a scripture either. But it is good to keep clean. Absolutely.
Oh. No, it's my turn.
Okay.
So what I've learned about you
Oh boy.
is that she is very clean on the surface. Like very clean. We be like clashing a little bit when it comes to the dishes and the sink. And we have like a roommate type situation going on. So it's very interesting dynamic because you're my mom, but then again, we're like roommates.
Because we're older, you have to approach it like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Like, can I interject real quick?
Yeah.
So if she's out, the friends or whatever, I'm not gonna call her, hey, where are you? It's past 1. You need to come home. That's what I mean. Is you don't do that with your roommate. Of course, there's gonna be times where just for safety, you know what I mean, kind of like that, but not as a mother-daughter relationship. As far as her being a minor, she's a grown woman.
Yes, grown to bone. So I've learned, she's clean on the surface. But then if you like open a cabinet or something, it's like
as far as the pots and stuff, I need help with that.
Yeah. Or your closet or your dresser or your drawer.
Oh my God.
Or your bathroom.
That's too much. Love covers. Dang, girl.
I know, I'm good at it.
Please do. That's not nice. I don't know about you.
So yeah, when you open it, what did I say? So yeah, when you open a cabinet, then it's kind of like, oh, I already did that. I did the click.
Yeah, I need help as far as organizing, but I do like when you walk into a room, having things clear and no clutter. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite, so it's kind of interesting.
Yeah. But you know what? I've learned to compromise in that if you keep it in your room, keep all those glasses in your room, it doesn't bother me as much. You know what I mean? But don't just leave it in the sink, kind of like that.
Yeah. So I've learned that. I've also learned that you are more emotional than I thought. You like your quiet time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that because I'm used to seeing her like social butterfly, like when it comes to everybody. And if I haven't seen you in a while, like we hang out, we talk all the time. But I've learned like on a day-to-day, you're not like that. To the public, you're like that. Very like outgoing and outspoken. But you do need your like quiet time with God and with yourself to rejuvenate.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I love being outgoing and having fun and things like that. But yeah, I really relish also time by myself to, like you said, decompress, to build up again, rejuvenate, all that. Absolutely.
So are you an extrovert then? Because I hear extroverts, they get their energy from people.
I think I'm an extrovert introvert. Yeah.
You think you're a mix?
Yeah, I do.
I think you're more extroverty though.
I was gonna say I think I'm more introverty by nature. Introverty, is that a word? But
no,
I think I'm more introverty because you know what introverty. Because even with friendships and stuff, like let's say I'm going out to dinner, I don't necessarily like a dinner table with 12 people at it because you can't have one conversation with that many people. You know what I mean? I like intimacy. I like maybe 4 to 5 people, maybe 6 at the max, so that we can have one conversation. So I like people, but I like intimacy. Yeah, with people. I like to get to know people. Yeah.
Me too. I thought everyone was like that, but they're not.
No, some people thrive on just, a big occasion or party and just working the room and saying, hey, how you doing? Small talk here, da da da. I'd rather sit with 1 or 2 people and just have a really, get to know them and things like that.
Yeah. I learned that about my childhood friend recently when I went to go visit her. Like, we're opposite in that way. She likes having a lot of people, and she can have her small groups of, like, intimate friendships and conversations, but because I only see her once a year, I didn't see that side of her, so I learned a lot about her, and I was like, oh, like, because I love, like, my good 1 or 2 friends sitting, we talking, we learning about each other, we are uncovering and discovering. I love that.
Yeah, and just spontaneous laughter within like a good conversation. I think that's the best. Yeah, good conversation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say you're an introvert or extrovert or both or what?
I'm an XD. I'm saying that.
XD.
I'm an extrovert. Ooh, but I do. Okay, I'm an extrovert. So I'm around people and I'm talking and I'm very energized. I do get energy from people. But I'm also very chill, just by nature. Like, I'm very chill. So, like, I could just chill with myself and be cool. But I've learned I can only do that for about 3 days in a row, and then I get bored.
I think you and I kind of similar is what we're saying, huh?
Are we?
I guess so.
But I feel like you need more frequent time by yourself.
Maybe because it's the nature of what I do for my job. So, for instance,
Oh.
you're kind of on the laptop and dealing with individuals and stuff. For me, on my job, I'm a hairstylist, and so I'm always engaging in conversation and giving and making sure that the person has a great experience and, you know, and being comfortable and things like that.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of energy after a while, you know. So when that's done, I like to come home and just kind of settle in. Yeah.
Mm.
What have you learned from me? I know you learned about me as well as an adult, but like, what have you learned from me since living with me?
So she started her own company by herself with God, but by herself. So I was from.
Who else is gonna do it but myself? But anyway,
I know, but you know, because if you was married, then y'all did it together.
Yeah.
So she did it by herself, and I got a front row seat to seeing that. So yeah, I've learned how to be more of a businesswoman and how to conduct yourself, even when you have like a conflict with somebody you work with or something, like how she handles that and how you handle that, and just seeing how you conduct yourself as a woman of God, and it's really matured my relationship with God.
Oh, good.
So I feel like I have a mentor in my house, in the house with me, so I can just like knock on the door and ask you things. And I know God like orchestrated that on purpose, and so yeah, it's great to see.
Yeah,
yeah, for this season. So it's definitely great to have.
I really love having you. Having you back home for this, because we know it's not going to be permanent, you know. So we're enjoying the time together that we have, because eventually she's gonna get married and move away, and you know, and all that. So
yes, and you're gonna get married.
I am,
and probably move out of California.
Maybe I'm open to it. There was a time I wasn't really open to it, but I am. I really am. I'm really excited about the next, I don't know, phase, level of my life. I really am. Yeah. Yeah.
That's another topic.
Yeah.
But when you talk about it, you get like calm, so maybe we shouldn't talk
about it. What do you mean?
The next phase of your life.
I don't get it. Why do I get calm?
Because you don't know who it is yet, and I think you think about it a lot, and then you get your
oh, really?
tone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. But yeah, I'm excited about the next phase of my life.
Yay. It only gets better as you get older.
Yeah, more mature, and I love the wisdom that comes with being on this planet longer. Yeah, life experiences. Absolutely.
Okay, so that's what we learned about each other and what we learned from each other. And I encourage you, if you have your mom or your daughter near and dear or close to you in proximity, try to get to know them and learn them, because it's different when you're a child with your parent versus when you're an adult with your parent.
True. It's a different dynamic. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So, yes.
But there's beauty in every phase, for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Have an amazing day.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Hi. Ooh, wow.
It sure was.
Hi.
Hi. No. What have you learned?
Well, you gotta think.
What have you learned? What?
What have I learned?
So.
Sorry, no.
22. So, what have I learned about you? Oh, what have I learned from you? What's the question about?
Wait, I was 23.
Okay.
So, can you say that again? When she was 23.